Hello, 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 hello. Just gonna leave it a few minutes, guys. Welcome to this evening's stream, and I'm looking forward to this one. I always look forward to every stream, but this was slightly unplanned. It was waking up this morning and looking into my emails and seeing this, so quickly scramble onto the computer at about 10 o'clock in the morning and get this all set up for you guys and get it, scheduled in for the usual time. So we're going to give it a couple of more minutes and we will get started on tonight's live stream, which is going to be London Gatwick Premium by iniBuilds, which I thought was going to be a few months off. If I'm going to be totally honest, I thought we were going to be waiting for maybe another month, maybe another 2 months even. Didn't actually realize how close this airport was to release. So another couple of minutes and we will get straight into it. Great to have you with us, Trevor, and hopefully everyone else. Don't forget to stay active in the chat, guys, because I have been given a copy of London Gatwick Premium for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. So remember, this is a 2024 airport. This isn't a 2020 airport. And I'll show you why it isn't a 2020 airport when we have a good look around it. So we're looking at around 90 minutes to 2 hours, the usual streaming time for what my streams usually are. But yeah, iniBuilds have been legends again and give me a copy to give away. There will be a keyword to put in the chat, and obviously if you're not active in the chat and you are picked, and obviously I will pass the prize over and get it redrawn. So yeah, a couple of more minutes, guys. We are on 8 o'clock. Let's give it a few more minutes, let everyone else get in, and we will start having a look around Gatwick Airport. Righty, let's get on with this evening's stream. Now, just before we get started, there will more than likely be another live stream tomorrow. I am away next week. I am trying to get a video for you guys scheduled for sometime next week. I won't be active much. There will be moments where I'm active on social media to obviously share whatever video. If I can get a video out, I am doing my very best to get a video out for you guys while I'm away. Theoretical geeks, love it. Yeah, so I am trying my very best to get a video finished. Now I'm still in the process of recording it. I haven't even touched the editing process, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, to get a video out while let's get Discord completely stopped, because that'll keep on buzzing. Yeah, I am trying to get video out for you guys while I'm away, and then we will resume probably with a tiny little gap in between videos when I'm back after the 16th of May. But yeah, very small doses of me next week, just for sharing purposes on social media, stuff like that. Nothing too major like I usually am. I am trying my very best right now to get another live stream done for you guys tomorrow, and just like this one tonight, London Gatwick by iniBuilds, tomorrow's live stream is also very important. There is another add-on being released on Friday, I've been told, and I was unable to get any kind of pre-recorded video done. Let me get on stream, guys, so you're not just seeing a constant thing. Here we go. Oh, there I am in the control tower. God, my hair really does need cutting, doesn't it? Wow. I'm in the Tower of Gatwick there, just behind me, mates. Yeah, I've been told there's an add-on coming out on Friday. Now, I am trying to get it sorted for you the best I can. There will be another giveaway for that. It's an aircraft, it's not an airport, so and it's one of my favorite aircraft that was released in 2020, so I am looking forward to that, and I'm hoping I can give you a live stream for that. And also I'm going to be getting a copy of that particular aircraft to give away as well. It will be another Flight Sim 2024 add-on, but obviously it is in 2020. The winner will get a 2024 version of this particular aircraft. Anyway, let's have a little look, eh? So tonight I've got a copy of London Gatwick to give away. Like I said before, looking at about 90 minutes to 2 hours, usually my my limit to how much I live stream. I've got me drink there, just nothing major, just a Pepsi Max Cherry actually. So oh, he's going all out. So good to see good to see you guys in the chat. Now the giveaway, just one copy this time. This is an unreleased product. It's not out just yet. No release date as of yet. I can't share anything about that because I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. We don't know yet. It's soon, because obviously I'm showing you now, so it is in a finished state. So we'll have a good look around it, possibly have a walk around it as well using the walking feature. We'll stick the FSLTL on there with the AI traffic and have a look at the aircraft going about the routes and stuff like that. And obviously we'll give a copy away. Now you have to get involved in the chat. You don't have to keep on getting involved in the chat, but what I would say is we will be drawing the winner later on in the stream, if not at the end. So you will have to kind of either listen to me go on, or you'll have to just have me on in the background and come back to it. I realised I'm not the most, I guess, what would you call it, like, not scheduled, I don't know. Basically you'll see it in the stream. If you're new to the stream and you haven't watched me stream before, you'll notice that I can't stay on one topic or place in the airport. So usually I try to stay at one end of the airport and make my way to the other. It never happens like that because I'll notice something. Now what I will say is I've spent about 3 hours this morning with this airport, because in my opinion, it is I think personally it's the most detailed iniBuilds has gotten in terms of denseness, and what I mean by that is the sheer amount of stuff in it. Don't get me wrong, Heathrow, JFK, Dubai, quite a lot of their add-ons, their airport add-ons are very feature rich, and they do pack them out with a lot of detail. But there's just something about this one, it seems the most, and I don't want to say complete because that sounds like nothing, the others aren't finished. I don't mean that, I just think that this is very, very densely populated with clutter and buildings, and it's just, I think just in general the way Gatwick is, it's sort of in the middle of the countryside, I guess. You know, it's between Brighton and London, and you know, you haven't got that, you know, populated sort of thing around Heathrow, around Gatwick. You know, you haven't got the populated area around Gatwick. It's fit, you know, you've got Crawley right next to it, okay, fair enough, but what I mean is you haven't, you know what I mean, leave me alone. Good evening, everyone. I hope you enjoy this. So we're going to try and obviously stay north. Well, technically, I think it's the way Gatwick is. Let me just have a look. We're looking at east to west. Sorry, west to east. We'll try and make our way down the bottom of runway 08 left. Oh, stop it, Nightbot. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so Nightbot, just ignore Nightbot. He gets a bit funny when there's more than one emoji on the screen. Not too sure why he does that. But yeah, good evening. I'm sorry that Nightbot did that. That's nothing I've done. But yeah, we'll try and make our way from runway 08 left. And then obviously all the way down to 26 right towards sort of the south terminal. Sorry, the north terminal. Sorry, the south terminal. Technically on the east side of the airport, along with a couple of the surrounding buildings. The iniBuilds have gone absolutely mental with the amount of car parks they've included in this scenery, by the way. Really mad. We've got Ian in the chat. Nice to see you, mate. Trevor Apogee, I think that's how you spell the name. Not really fussed on airports. I mean, if you yeah, same for me, mate. So anything that's kind of a newer version of Liverpool and Manchester would be amazing. Again, if they came up and they came available, I definitely will be live streaming them as much as I can. So obviously we do have I haven't checked, we do have obviously a freeware Gatwick, very popular freeware Gatwick, well loved by the community. It's on flightsim.to. There's loads of different versions, like light versions and a complete version, and obviously a GPU heavy hit version, and obviously 2024 version. There's also a payware version by, I think they're called Origami Studios. Now they were actually a partner of iniBuilds. Now I don't know whether that is a 2024 compatible scenery, but again, we have seen Gatwicks, a few of them. This is, in my opinion, again, I've said before, I spent about 2.5 to 3 hours this morning as I was getting obviously thumbnail pictures and just having a good look around it, and I would say it's the best version you can get. It's going to cost $21.99. That's excluding VAT, which I believe last time I've checked, that usually brings out the iniBuilds airport as about $27.99, if I can remember the digits. So not the cheapest. Is it worth it? You're getting a lot for your money. I haven't tried the freeware one in 2024. I tried it in 2020, but I did try it when it was first released, and it sort of my computer absolutely had a heart attack because, as you know, the freeware Gatwick it was originally very demanding. What I would say is, one thing I hope they implement is single-use runways. Yes, so obviously AI traffic probably won't. In fact, I'm pretty sure FSLTL does not follow by those rules, Trevor. It is a single-use runway. iniBuilds have already put that in their kind of jargon and blurb on the website, or their sort of little email they sent me, so they very much acknowledged that it is a single use runway, but very good point. AI traffic wise, I don't think it will abide by that rule. I don't think it will anyway. Beyond ATC might. We could possibly try that out in the live stream. Beyond Beyond ATC does require a sim brief sort of flight path, but we have FSLTL models installed already, so it probably wouldn't take that long. We could certainly have a look at it. I know for me personally, Beyond ATC has got a better animations and routes and general movement around the airfield, aerodrome, airport, whatever. But yeah, just, you know, I'm scrolling very, very slowly using my trusty Xbox control, because that's how I do all my cinematics and trailers. And obviously, if you know Gatwick Airport, you're seeing the most up-to-date layout. There is a nice amount of interiors. You'll know that obviously the big airports, they don't feature every interior. Again, love or hate interiors, they are present in here in all the major parts. I think the North Terminal has a few in the sort of circle stand, bunch of stands here there is, and this pier here in the North Terminal and the South Terminal just over there. Again, if you are watching the stream today, welcome. I hope you are all having a great week and a great evening. I have got a copy of Gatwick to give away. Now, I don't know a release date. I haven't been given one, and that means if you are the lucky winner, please keep that in mind. You will get it when release date arrives. Bit of a pity that parallax right in front of the cockpit on the South Terminal. Yeah, so what I would say is they've used a good amount of parallax interiors in this one. So I wish I could show you what I was sitting on, guys. Your man here doesn't have enough for any kind of chair or gaming chair right now, so he is slumming it. It's like a little shoebox. It's like a little yellow ottoman type thing. But yes, they have used parallaxed interiors, and I can show you that now. Kind of going off my route, I did tell you that would happen. They have used them here, and they are noticeable, especially in the daytime. But yes, they have used a large chunk of parallaxed interior effect, and with interior effects in this portion. So in the South Terminal, quite a lot. So yeah, it's a good point. Not it's okay. It doesn't seem to be as good as their normal parallaxing, as you can see. Not too sure why. Again, this is due to change. Remember, this is a pre-released copy. You can also see it over here as well, I think. And for the most part, the parallaxed effect does look better at nighttime. But yeah, apart from that, you've got their normal standard of terminal interior, which we will look at. But seeing as we're over this side now, we will start over this side. At the start of the stream, you would have noticed the Boeing hangar. Again, looks fantastic. There is the terminal train connecting both terminals. Fully animated, great to see that included. A lot of the road network up until a certain distance, you'll see just down there, is fully done. Would have been nice to see maybe some animated cars, I don't know, because performance, again, you know my settings, ultra settings. Yeah, for this one, around the 40s, can jump up quite higher as well. What I will say straight off the bat is, earlier on when I was exploring the airport, performance seemed a bit more stutter-less or stutter-free. I am using NVIDIA Broadcast to you know, take out my background here, and obviously OBS. So please keep that in mind, that there is other things open and active on my system at the minute. And you know, whether you believe me or not, I was getting smoother all around, but it's still fairly good. In fact, it looks to be sort of capped on the 40 at the minute, but there seems to be a few more stutters I've noticed this evening, just because I am going mad with everything on top of it. Chinook, good to see you. You local to me, Bright? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. In terms of Liverpool, I'll be local, but I don't know if you mean local as in even more local. One thing that they haven't included, there's a couple of buildings here that they didn't include. Gattaca, you're between sort of me. You're between me and Speak. I'll be heading to your way on the way to Liverpool Airport on Monday. So there's I think the Courtyard Hotel and something else. I'm not too sure what that is. There's a couple of buildings here that haven't been included. Now, we are sort of outside the perimeter. They have done work on the car parks and the inclusion of vehicles as well. Yeah, the Courtyard, I think the hotel is there. And there's also a Costa Coffee as well. Now, what is cool is obviously you've got the main archway into Gatwick. You've got a spare chair? No way, man, have you? I mean, I wouldn't say no at this point if I could show you what I was sitting on. Like, it's like a round, it's basically an ottoman with shoes inside it to keep it from collapsing under my great weight. But Ian, mate, I mean, yeah, all day long. But yeah, you got the archway into London Gatwick. Lovely mapping of the roads as well, which we haven't really seen much of. I know the likes of LAX didn't really include that, but the garages and the McDonald's and the KFC was quite a highlight for me, because I do love a McDonald's, as you may know. And you got the Wild Bean coffee, and it's spot on. And what I would say with this type of thing is your approach would generally take you right over the top of the car parks, just further over to the south of this location. But again, as a pilot, you would be seeing all the surrounding area. You won't be seeing it up this close, but again, great that they've included it. You got got an Aston Martin in there with a couple of Jaguars. These business people do love their Mackies, and we've got a KFC as well for people who doesn't like Mackie D's. But as we sort of, take the camera over, you will see how densely populated Gatwick is. And I don't just mean the buildings, I'm talking all of the included clutter, the custom pushback tugs, stairs, utility vehicles, everything. We'll try and do that because there's a lot, so that means this stream might go on a bit longer. You spotting it on Monday, did you say? No, I'm actually flying out from Liverpool on Monday, mate. I'm away from Monday to Friday. So, giveaway. So again, don't know the exact release date, so bear in mind, if you are the lucky one to win a copy of this airport, please keep in mind that you will have to wait until release. You won't be getting it any sooner. You need to have an iniBuilds manager or an iniBuilds account. I'm just going to have some of this. The invisible Pepsi ball. Yes, you will need an ini account. Sam, mate, Ian, thank you so much. I Really, mate, I really appreciate it. Really do. We'll have a chat over Discord, mate. Just have a little talk about it. So yeah, you won't get your copy. So lucky winner, you will not get a copy until it's released, of course. So keep that in mind. You obviously it will be added. It'll be added to your ini account when the airport release. You will also, the winner will also need to have a email on their YouTube profile. So that is a must with any of my giveaways. I'm making sure that people are getting in contact. I'm getting in contact with them, and it's all above board and it's all official. Okay, so unfortunately, if you don't have an email on your YouTube profile, it can be taken off straight away. As soon as we've corresponded through email, it can be taken off there. That's not a problem. But I will need some kind of email contact on there as well. So they're kind of the rules, if you like. So what do you need to put into the chat? Well, this one isn't as easy as my past ones, because usually for me it's kind of put the airport code in, the 4-letter code, and I thought, do you know what, I won't do that for today. I'll let you guys go off and either know it off the top of your head, which is fantastic, or you'll have to go and research this one. So there is a UK motorway that stretches from around London and then joins up to this motorway, and we can all see the motorway just here stretching where my mouse is pointing. Everybody pop into the chat what that motorway is called. Hoo-hoo, I'm making you work for it, unless you already know it. I mean, some people might know it. But yeah, obviously that will be a motorway that you are going to be flying over, either on approach or when you take off from this fantastic airport. So yeah, into the chat please, the name of the motorway that brings you into Gatwick, most importantly into sort of the south terminal. And Nightbot will do his thing, and he will be taking all of the entries in, which is fantastic. If you didn't have to look it up, fantastic, but you might need to look it up. I don't mind you looking it up, guys, you know what I mean? I don't know why it flips like that. I really don't. It's weird. Because I don't press it. It's a bit... did that last time, and then I was talking to everyone going, "Oh, look at this, look at that," and it was on the wrong screen. So I might have just given you the answer, possibly. I don't think I did, because I don't think it shows it on there, to be very, very honest. Perfect, guys. Again, the winner will be at the end of the stream, so please at least keep in the chat, or at least have it on in the background. But we are going to be having a look around. So what I did want to bring up in this stream is, and absolutely nothing against anyone who streams, because it's bloody difficult. Don't get me wrong, it's easier than creating long form videos and pre-recorded videos and getting them edited up. Absolutely a lot easier than that, but it's a lot of improvisation to a point. Obviously I've done I'd say I've done a bit of research into Gatwick, and was already kind of familiar. But what I would say is, looking at most live streams for new airports, it seems to be kind of a flight between one airport to the add-on airport and then back to the add-on airport, which is absolutely fine, because people do like to see the process of taxiing up to the airport. They want to see what it looks like in that perspective. That's fine. There's a lot of people doing it. I don't see many people doing just, you know, tours around the airport, getting low, getting high up. I don't know what you think about that. Again, that's not me saying, oh, this is the way to do it. I'm just saying there seems to be a lot of... There's not enough of this kind of thing, which it might not even be the way to go. I might be doing it completely wrong, but hey ho. So obviously this is Gatwick train station, Gatwick Airport train station. Again, a lot of detail, a lot of parallaxed effects, sort of interiors, you know, the faked interior here, you know, you haven't got a real interior, just this kind of depth of the window and then an image rather than just a flat texture as well. Hello Alex, mate, nice to see you. So one of our mods here, Alex, is in the chat, guys. Good to see you, bud. Did I see the troll? I don't know what troll you mean, mate. Possibly, I don't know. I've been talking away, I haven't got a clue. If it's the Nightbot, then don't worry about that. That is, unless you've deleted it in the meantime, but I can't see anything. But that was just Nightbot. Nightbot doesn't like you putting more than 2 emojis in. But obviously, I've got to use Nightbot to do the giveaways. A rude sentence in the chat. I haven't seen that, mate. But it would let me see it though, wouldn't it? Nothing's been deleted, mate, or anything. Oh. I'll DM you, mate. I can't see it on my end. Sorry, guys. Sorry for the delay. We are just going along the track slowly, but you can see the detail in the Gatwick Express trains. The train carriages are done to very, very good standard, actually. Very, very detailed. But no, mate, I have not seen that because usually it would blank out for me and I could reveal it, but there's nothing here, which is pretty odd. Doesn't show for me at all. We just gotta imagine we're on the train here at the front and it's pulling into station, guys. I don't know if anyone else seen any kind of profanity, but if you did, I really apologize. I did not see that. Let's just have a look above here, guys. I just want you to see the landside area of the south terminal. What we will do later on in the stream is we'll get Beyond ATC working. We'll try and get Beyond ATC traffic on, so you guys can see what the AI traffic, and that seems to be the better of most of them in terms of the flight plans and stuff. The terminal shuttles move, the actual trains stay stationary. I will show you how far the tracks go down as well, like the roads as well, but the actual shuttle, the little overhead train going from south to north terminal, does move, as you saw before, both on the same tracks. But these trains, the Gatwick Express, etc., don't actually move, which would have been nice. Yeah, it definitely would have been nice to see the actual express trains move, but unfortunately they don't. Sorry guys, I'm just having a look at what some person decided was funny. Yeah, I'm just looking at it, as you can see there, Alex. I did not see that. And and I don't know why it's not showing my end, which is quite annoying. Very, very strange that it wasn't showing me. Why am I not seeing these pop up on my screen? It's quite annoying. I'm glad you're here, Alex, though. Oh, hang on. Yeah, there seems to be, if anyone's seeing these chat entries, there seems to be quite a lot of Nightbot probably. Do you know what? No, I've actually refreshed my stream and I am seeing the some of the things that were deleted now. If you guys can't see it, fantastic. I don't want you to see it, but I'm not too sure what it is. Originally, I did have the stream. I did have the stream. Another one. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's the giveaway. I did put a down originally that the stream should be yeah, so I have put down I have changed it now to remove spam, but I don't know what that's going to do, guys. I don't think that's going to help. If you guys aren't seeing it, then that's absolutely fine on my end. Keep on entering the giveaway as normal. If you are watching, guys, thank you. And if you are seeing any of the stupid comments, they look like bots, to be honest with you, but very silly bots that say the same thing. There's a motorway that leads from the ring road. Anyone who has entered. Oh. Yeah, no worries, Alex. Just ignore it, mate. I'm not seeing it. Doesn't seem like anyone else has seen it, but Alex will just give you the answer anyway. I'm gonna have to slap his wrists. So if you did want to know the answer, there's the answer for you. It doesn't matter anyway. It's quite easy to find out what the answer is to the question. There's obviously a motorway that runs from the N25 up to Gatwick into the south terminal of Gatwick. If you put it into the comments, he's deleted it. It's fine, mate. It's fine. It's fine. It's not a problem, mate. Not a problem. Dead easy to find out anyway, to be honest with you. But anyway, guys, let's carry on. I'm sorry for the little delay there, and I understand that wasn't sort of the best pause, but yeah, if you do see any sort of stupid comments, it seems like there's some kind of rogue bot or just some person who likes to troll me for some reason, which doesn't seem to be an issue. I've not noticed the fans inside this building. This is another thing that I haven't noticed before. I feel like I was going around the airport quite a lot, but this seems to be something else. So little animated fan blades, which again possibly might be seen on approach. In terms of the actual train track, you'll see that there's a lot of car parks being modelled. There's ones further down as well. They've even modelled south of the airfield. The train tracks go there where there seems to be some sort of level crossing, but that's where your train tracks go to. Pretty good, to be fair. I don't think on approach you will be noticing that transition, to be very, very honest. Hello, Kenobi. Nice to see you, mate. Now, on this end, starting with the clutter here, baggage carts, these things as well. Can't remember what these were called, if I'm going to be totally honest. I'm not going to lie and make some things up. Obviously, they just seem to be lights that, give the ground vehicles, traffic lights basically, but they are very, very well done. Really, really well done. The signage in particular is super, super crisp. That's how close I am. Now, I don't think these are animated. We will take a look at those again when we look through the night lighting. In fact, you know what, guys, because I think just turning the lights off and on would be better, wouldn't it? Now, I don't know if they activate when aircraft are present, but they're really, really nice. So there's a few more of them as well. Can you have a look at the bag carts? Of course you can, mate. So we've got some DHL ones. There's a couple of other ones as well, but the baggage carts themselves, again, pretty, you know, very, very detailed for a bit of custom clutter. I don't know if these are blast shields. I don't know if that's what you call them. I won't look like a fool and say that's what they are, but these are very, very detailed, nicely weathered. There's a lot of rust and dirt on them as well. The way the light comes through them when you start messing around with the time of day, they look really good as well. Not the most, bit pixelated, but again, some ground texture with gutters and stuff like that, which you'll be soon and seeing soon. And yeah, I'll be seeing them soon, mate. But hopefully, we'll get to take the buggy on board the plane rather than it go on board, because it is a cabin buggy. So hopefully, they don't put it in the hold. There's Gatwick Airport Museum on the other end. Let me know, Colin, whereabouts is that? Technically we're looking from now further down there, that's the west, and this is the east side we're on, and then obviously north and south. Let me know what end. I can't see that on Google Maps, but I know they've put a lot of the hangars and buildings across the south side of the airport as well. Gatwick Aviation Museum, I see it, mate. Yeah, I'll have a little look. There is a couple of planes outside as well. In fact, there's some really, really nice planes outside. Looks like they've got a Hawker Hunter just sitting off there as well. I'll have a look. It's not something I noticed, and I don't think it's in the little bit of jargon and detail that I got from iniBuilds themselves, but we can have a look at that certainly when we make our way down there. We were going to start on that end. Again, we were here before, South Terminal, a couple of parallaxed interiors, which I guess they're a bit higher up than what you're going to be seeing. There is some here that, again, probably doesn't look amazing if you're gonna, your cockpit is right here. Again, I'm gonna give that a you know, a pass, because you'll see, because the rest of the airport is fantastic. But yeah, I'm just trying to show you all this detail. The reason why I said it's the most densely and sort of detailed airport is just because there's a lot. There is really a lot, and I don't know if this is going to send us up above. No, you can actually go in there. Fantastic. So Craig, yeah, I mean, most of their airports, apart from obviously if you are a previous owner, which this wouldn't be because there's no previous Gatwick, but yeah, $27.99. I think that generally always comes out at around that price. I would say it's a lot more than other airport makers. Not too sure what it was, Alex, mate. I've never known it. It looked like some kind of bot or something, trying to get in on the giveaway. But given totally wrong answers. Anyway, the rooftops here with the chairs and tables and the sort of the umbrellas was nice to see. Now this area in particular, for me, there's just a lot to it. There's the walkways, the fences, the structures on the building itself. Again, parallaxed interiors, but there's a lot to it. In terms of ground clutter, not too much here, but the building itself, air vents, fences, different structures, it's very intricate. That is a nice word for it. And again, authentic buses, British Airways buses as well. There's a lot of them just over the other side as well. It was a very wrong answer, yeah, definitely not what we wanted. But hey ho, they had a try, didn't they? So yeah, there's loads of custom pushback tugs, very nicely detailed ones as well. So iniBuilds premium airports, they're $21.99 excluding VAT. Now let me just have a little look for you guys, because I'm trying to see on the website on the premium ones. So $26.39. Generally it starts at $21.99. So Heathrow, that's $26.39. Even JFK is $26.39, and that's not technically a premium airport. That is actually enhanced. It's a what they call a 2024 enhanced version. Which I thought was actually cheaper. LAX. See, LAX is $26.39 as well. Yeah, so they're all around, you know, yeah, you know, clutches, you know, not clutch straws. What do you call it? That was a mind fart if I ever saw one. Splitting hairs is what I'm trying to say. It's 27 quid, isn't it? It's 27 quid. But even LAX, that's down as enhanced. So on the iniBuilds website, it has little sort of little things on there, doesn't it? Little icons to say premium or enhanced. Again, this is obviously a brand new airport. What I would say, the big thing for this one is it's not going to be coming to 2020. It might do, they might decide to, but for now this is a 2024 airport. So yeah, so $21.99 excluding VAT when you put the VAT on. It was the same for the A350 when people were talking about the price for that. Obviously at first it was, what was it, $59.99 or something, but it actually ended up being sort of 72 quid along that line. But here is the terminal shuttle, which we did see before, but a bit closer up this time. We got all the EasyJet Holidays branding as well. Again, not on the scale as Gatwick or Heathrow or LAX or JFK, but I think that's probably why they've really packed it out with the detail. So we are getting a proper interior here. Let's have a little look inside. So each terminal has got some kind of interior to it. South terminal doesn't seem to have as much as the North terminal, which we still need to come to. But they've seemed to have added a lot more authentic shops and like literature, like posters and pictures inside them as well. You'll notice that. World Duty Free, for example, incredible. Still no animated passengers, which I'd love to see. There's a lot of developers who are using animated passengers. I just think, even if you don't like interiors, there is something to say about sitting in the cockpit, looking into the interior and just seeing the passengers walk past. For screenshots, it's fantastic. It looks really nice. Even this guy here, he's got a meal now as well. It seems like they've added a few more bits into the the passengers. I saw there's a guy in one of the cafes in the North Terminal holding a mug and stuff like that. You know, you know, again, like I was saying in the JFK stream, there's the placement of the models just seems a bit more authentic. But again, would love to see animated people, and again, you will see the same people dotted about each terminal, same models and stuff like that. Yeah, so the likes of Aerosoft, Pyrigi, a couple of others have got animated people in and still managed to keep the performance spot on as well. It's great. It's great though. It is. I mean, yeah, you're right, Alex. I mean, if they made these, you know, these passengers walk around, it would be kind of going towards the Pyrigi sort of detailed. But again, you know, the Costas, they've got a couple of, they've got a Pret over in the North Terminal. There just seems to be a bit more in this airport now. See, again, for 27 quid, you'll want the best, of course, and not everyone likes interiors. They just don't want it, and they're not bothered. There's still no option to turn interiors off, but there is an option to obviously turn passenger models and car models off and stuff like that. Yeah, Alex, I agree. Birmingham by Pyrigi is looking fantastic. And I do like how he keeps us in the loop with development. It's nice to see that. Cheers, Ian. No worries, mate. And again, thanks for the offer with the chair, mate. We'll have a little chat on Discord about that. But really appreciate that. One thing before we move on, guys, because obviously I want to try and do this in stages. We'll go and have a look over, I think, this pier of terminal, the South Terminal might have, no it doesn't actually, it does have a partial interior, so it does have a tiny bit of an interior, little Costa kiosk there. But again, you know, these guys sitting here, the charging port on the windows, this family having a bit of disagreement possibly, I don't know, but it is detailed. Look, if I get really close in, yeah, that just looks like a sticker, but come on. If you're not a person who goes to check out the passenger terminal, this is going to be your view. Ish. Bit lower maybe, I don't know. So yeah, you can see it, but from here, it looks great. You can't really complain, can you? So where are we, guys? So yeah, we have got a giveaway for this airport. It's an upcoming airport by iniBuilds. It's the premium version. So let's say the premium version, the only version of their Gatwick, and it's pretty damn good. It's another really detailed scenery by iniBuilds. It's what you come to expect, but I think that there's been a lot more, not time, maybe time, I don't know, but they've spent, you know, I think a lot longer than what they first announced they were working on Gatwick for. I mean, I like I said at the start of the stream, this was a bit of a weird one for me because I woke up early for me, and I saw the email and went, oh, hang on, I didn't think this would be out for another you know, maybe 2-3 months, maybe a bit, you know, going into the Junes and Julys. I didn't expect it, but here we are. We're not far off. Again, I don't know a release date, but when, you know, I'm assuming we're not far off. So yeah, giveaway, guys. There is a motorway that runs across the approach path into, is it 26 left? Yeah, 26 left. I'm not the best at the runway numbers, ones that I'm not familiar with. So just out there is a motorway, an English motorway, and to give you a bit of a clue, it does come off at a junction on the M25, so there's obviously a massive ring road around London itself, and this particular motorway runs into the south terminal, the entrance of Gatwick. What I'd like to do is put that particular motorway's number into the chat to be entered, and I will announce a winner at the end. Now, we've got a couple of buildings, so this is why I wanted to come over to the other side, because there is a couple of buildings here. Obviously, I don't want to head back over here as well, otherwise we're back and forward. A couple of these buildings, so we've actually got the CAA building here as well. A couple of other offices like the City Place. I don't know this off the top of my heart, guys. I am just looking at Google Maps because it obviously looks like that. But yes, these are included. We can see some other buildings over there, but they are auto-generated buildings. And again, loads of custom cars in the car park. That's the... Oh, we've got Nestle. They have to include Nestle, of course. But this is, I believe, the CAA, the Civil Aviation Authorities building. I don't know if it's the headquarters, but it's, you know, it's there. And then a couple of others further down. Tutor Care, BMI Technical Centre, all mapped out until we get further along where we have just got the auto-generated buildings as well. A Phoenix Neo to get in and out of, yeah, definitely, mate. I mean, obviously we're not, well, potentially not far off that as well. But yeah, for me, this has got a really nice selection of surrounding buildings on it as well. But yeah, appreciate everyone joining tonight. Again, I am gonna look at doing some earlier live streams just to see where it lies in terms of views and stuff. But honestly, for me, a lot of people do end up watching, replaying. According to YouTube anyway, a lot of people do replay the streams. I would have liked to have got some kind of pre-recorded video out for this, but I just don't have the time between doing my current video, which is already nearly done in terms of the footage, not the editing. I would have liked to have done some kind of, I don't know, I mean, there's nothing to compare it to. Maybe I wouldn't like to compare it to the freeware. I would never do that. I'd never actually compare a payware to a freeware. I like giving freeware videos their own little showcase. So I wouldn't necessarily pit this against a freeware one. Maybe against the Origami Simulations version if I could go and get that, and it does work in 2024. But I would have liked to have got a pre-recorded version. Maybe after I get home from holiday I can do that. Now this, I did read up on this because I was very, very curious, and weirdly, and not weirdly, but they've actually included it in the scenery, and it's very well modeled as well. So I think this is an MD82 or MD80, but this is India Delta Alpha Victor Alpha. It's an MD82, yeah, so it's MD82. And this was, I believe, someone who didn't pay taxes, and the guys over in Gatwick, or the authorities, seized the plane, and it stayed at Gatwick, and don't know whether it's still there. Maybe one of you guys can tell me, but it's certainly still on Google Maps. You can see it. Google Maps has got a very good 3D rendering of Gatwick, so you can actually go down and turn it onto 3D mode. But yeah, the guy didn't pay his taxes and was done for all kinds of things. This was, I think, they're called Italy Airlines or Ital Airlines or Airways, and yeah. They got it seized, and I think it was used for pushback practice for a while, and now it seems to be an actual aeroplane dismantling companies' advertisements. So yeah, a bit more animation. So for me, I only really see really good animation on the Aerosoft stuff. they certainly do a lot of really nice you know, ground vehicles and you know, trains and stuff, you know, buses going in. Actually, Fly Tampa do it as well, and obviously Pyrigi does buses coming in and out of terminals and stuff. So yeah, it would be nice to see some animations, but for me, I think iniBuilds are continuing to do to you know, up the game, so it's definitely not gonna stop with this. They will find ways, and I think they've still got scope to add animated vehicles and just everything else. You know, there's animated parts of the building, like the fans and stuff. Even this little building is very, very nice. I mean, this probably could have had some kind of faked, even 2D and sort of 2D images on the windows, possibly. But yeah, I think they're the main things I would say looking at iniBuilds. Is God, my hair's terrible. It's because I've got quite a moist forehead now at the minute, because like I said last time, my computer's like a little mini radiator. I'm sweating me balls off here, if you wanted to know anyway. But what we will do, guys, is we will take a look at, I've set it up briefly on here. We'll take a look at Beyond ATC, the AI traffic, to see whether they use the smaller of the two runways. So I think the 26 right, possibly, or whatever one. But the British Airways hangar here was not familiar on what this... Oh, actually, do you know what? Tell a lie. I'd imagine this thing closes over to go across the tail portion of the aircraft. So the tail would stick out of the building, and this would be how they climbed up to fix the tail. Again, could be completely wrong on that, but in terms of the opening on that side, it looks like that's probably what it's for. And this is a parallaxed, I think. Yeah, it's a parallaxed effect, but this is quite a nice one. This is really nice, this one. So this is a lot better than what they've used on the south terminal, in my opinion. I think it's the British Airways hangar, maintenance hangar, I believe. Yeah. But again, Brandon, as always, on point with iniBuilds. So let's stop it there, guys. Obviously, we do have a radar station and a couple of other custom-made buildings as well, which I believe I do need to look up, because this is one side of the airport I didn't look up, apart from the actual MD82. A couple of sort of there's actually a Radisson Red hotel, a couple of the Munchbox. I think I've seen that on a video. It's like a few sort of industrial units, the World Duty Free Distribution Centre. We've actually got the Immigration Removal House as well, which is quite interesting, and then quite a lot of car parks. But we will head back over to the terminals now, because we need to head into the north terminal, and we're already over an hour in, and I feel like I've gone nowhere. Probably because I spend too much time sitting there going, why is spammers putting crap into me stream and it never happens? At least I'm getting views for it. Taxiway runway texturing on point. Just as a sort of frame of reference, I'm just going to have a look. The green part here, I would say it's a bit more. Actually, I'm looking at the wrong one, guys. It's actually spot on. I would say give or take the shade of green, if you really want to know. But the patches here, the difference in the tarm and the asphalt here, the darker greys, you know, the blacks and stuff, really good. Again, I'm using Google Maps for reference there, because that's really the best I can do. There's no comparison on what this airport used to be, because there's no other version of this airport, which feels very odd, because I won't be doing a comparison on this. So Rapid Exit Taxiway ER done with new asphalt since it's fairly new. So they did say that this is 2025. Now I'm assuming that is it there. Yeah, I think that's it, because I can see an E and an R, and I don't think there's any other one that I can see that it might be. It certainly looks like it's potentially the one. Let's have a little look, guys, because I want to give you the answer. Potentially it's that one there. I actually can't see it. I think there's an E1. There's Echo 1. I can't see Echo Romeo though. In terms of the rapid exit taxiways, the straight taxiways are here. But we'll head over that way in a minute, because I don't want to stray away from, because we obviously still have a lot of terminal to get through as well. So the landside area to the north terminal, again, super dense. Let's see if I can get back on the screen there so that I know that that you're here. I didn't know that Gatwick had that many remote stands, but it really does. The overhead bridge, don't know if there's any particular taxiway bridge, does have an interior, very well done as well. And this is something that I didn't notice. There seems to be some kind of river that runs through. I didn't notice this before. See, that's how good I am. Don't know what that bang was. I actually can't see that. Oh, it's there. Whether it's a river or some kind of drainage, I haven't got a clue, but that's really well done actually. Except for the stairs coming down here, which have been clipped into the scenery, but that's really nice. The sort of the corrugated, if you like, the wall around, the concrete wall around the apron here is fantastic as well. A Thames outlet. Possibly. But yeah, the surrounding roads, the landside portion of Gatwick is it all is the landside as well, but the the air side as well, but the landside is so well done. Travelodge over there, Premier in there. Another petrol station. We've got a Shell petrol station. Little tiny Premier in as well here. I love this. This is actually really nice. So this is something weirdly enough that I didn't see. This is just a bit further over. I seem to be this morning sounded kind of on one side maybe. I don't know, but very nicely detailed, especially the patio furniture here. So there seems to be about two or three Travelodge Premier Inns and a Travelodge here. A few stutters going into here as well, I've noticed. This actually goes further than I thought. So that's the Premier Inn. There is also another there's a another BP. There's an SO garage, and then another that travel lodge there. Yeah, wow, okay, and an airport inn as well. Didn't actually realise they'd put all this in. Something I completely missed. See you later, Alex, mate. Thanks for dropping in actually and sorting all that out for me before. That was a bit odd that I didn't see that originally, but yeah, cheers, mate. Yeah, so again, for that they've even got the spray wash. Back with SO. Oh, there's a Greg's. There we go. This is spot on, guys. Really, really nice. Really, really nice. Holiday Inn there as well. Few mixed in with a bit of auto-generated buildings, which is absolutely fine. But yeah, let's go back over this way as well. And then you've also got the welcome. Not the welcome to Luton sign like Max Fosh did, but we got the welcome sign in the roundabout. And then this part here, this is what really, really blew me away. It's really, I keep on saying it's very densely populated, very, very, everything's packed in. But this bit here, the intricacy in the glass of the roofing system over the shuttle station here, and the two flanking car parks as well. Really, really cool. Very, very nicely done. You can see it stuttering a bit, guys, but like I said to you before, there's a lot going on. I've got NVIDIA Broadcast, which is taking a lot of resources from the computer. I honestly rather have that background now than the background you'll be seeing in real life. You've got the sort of the Emirates entrance here, which is pretty damn cool. I love this. And then yes, you have got some interior. So you've got an interior in a couple of the piers, in the main sort of landside, the check-in area of the North Terminal as well. There's quite a lot I could easily miss here because I went through all. I mean, look at it. it's mad. I mean, I don't think I'd go on those escalators unless they're those new slide escalators that people slide down. That's pretty cool. But you have it all here. There's a platform. More animated people. I think they could probably get away with adding more people in, because performance is always good, always spot on in my opinion. If you head in though, you've got, you know, it's just so, I think intricate is probably the main way, because you can actually head up these stairs and go to the top seating area up here. Oh, here we go, one of our other moderators. So here is Mike, fantastic friend of the channel and moderator, and obviously the main man at Plane Spotting, obviously Plane Spotting with Mike. So Plane Spotting Mike live at Liverpool Airport, Howden, Chester, Manchester, Real World Aviation. I would personally just drop him a little subscribe, click on the name, give him a subscribe. Really, really good content, some short form content like aircraft landings, aircraft taking off from Liverpool, and obviously committed live streamer as well. Very, very good. Different angles, not always the same location as well. Anything going on at Liverpool Airport for you spotters or further afield, definitely go and give him a follow. Yeah, so that's a good point. Yeah, so even if they animated the people in the gate area, yeah, that would be good. There's nothing stopping them putting some animated people by the gates and some static people in these areas. Absolutely. But yeah, like Mike has just said as well, very important in terms of connections to the channel. He is one of our mods, but he is also catching my departure in real life from Liverpool Airport. So that will be an early one. That will be around 9 AM on Monday morning. Fingers crossed, no delays. It seems to be going out on time every Monday that it's been going out. But yeah, we will see. But yeah, I will be going out of Liverpool on a real EasyJet. But yeah, massive check-in area here, the Tobii check-in desks. And again, we will have a look as well. We'll have a look at the departure gates as well. Not all of them are done. The pier between the sky bridge and the terminal has got an interior to it as well. If you are tuning in, thanks for tuning in. A bit later on, there might be another live stream tomorrow. I will be showing you an aircraft on that one, possibly, fingers crossed, if I can work out some issues that's going on at the minute. But I've also got an aircraft to win, one copy of an aircraft, and if you want to find out what that is, please subscribe to the channel or go to my Discord and keep an eye on the updates on the going live server, because that's a it's an anticipated 2024 aircraft, and it was a 2020 aircraft, or is a 2020 aircraft, and a lot of people really like it, and so do I. And I can't wait to properly be able to fly it, even though technically I've been flying on 2024, but not compatible. It is being made compatible. I'm sure some people probably guess what that is. But yeah, definitely tune in for that one tomorrow. I will be keeping people updated because there might be an issue which will prevent me from going live. Potentially. But we'll see. I'll try and do that, Ian, actually, because sometimes it doesn't work. It doesn't even work for me. It doesn't even work on me Instagram one for some stupid reason. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Nightbot just chooses. Oh, there you go, Nightbot, thank you. If he's not blaming people for spamming emojis, he's not listening to the commands. Again, this area as well, very densely populated. Catering carts, massive tugs as well, and a few more branded baggage carts as well. You can see that power-laxed interior. I didn't notice that on my fare. I was taking a screenshot here actually, which is quite funny, but that power-laxed interior is probably a bit trippy. I think at a glance you might think that was somewhat of a real interior, but the angle's a bit off. But yeah, just so detailed. It's incredible. And obviously when you start adding aircraft into the mix, and aircraft that are moving about the airport, and you see them at the gates, and you know they're getting pushed back, that's when it really starts looking great. The pier along here is interior mapped. It's, I think, probably a bit more basic, but it has got people in, and the glassware here looks really nice. I love seeing the tint in the glass as well on some of these interiors, where it does actually look like there is a sheet of glass in between, you know, the camera and the outside. I love how the lighting comes through with them as well. Spot on. Really is nice. And again, the reflections and the lighting in Flight Sim 2024 is really nice. That this scene here, you got the lighting coming through the windows. It's nice. It's really nice. So giveaway, guys, just a little bit of a mention. This giveaway is to win a copy of Gatwick for Flight Sim 2024 when it releases. Please enter into the chat what British motorway runs past Gatwick. It also comes into Gatwick South Terminal as well. Please let me know in the chat what that motorway is called, and Nightbot will enter you into the giveaway. We've already had people entering. I will be announcing the winner. I think in about half an hour's time we should give it. I'm not going to go around the airport again and show you every bit of night light in every building we've already been to. Some more parallax. In fact, I think this parallax here looks a bit better just because it's at a distance. and it's not too close up. It's a lot better in my opinion, that one. Yeah, Colin, I mean, I can only really comment on the freeware version back in 2020. Obviously, it's better than that, but you would expect that with paying, you know, up into the late 20s, 27 quid. You know, you would really expect that. And from what I believe, the origami simulations version, you know, was a bit lackluster. But again, I haven't seen that personally to make that comment. I'm only saying that from reading things about it. I think many people said that the freeware version was better than the payware version. That's all I'm saying. Obviously, for the giveaway, guys, you have to be active in the comments later on. If the winner's not there and doesn't claim it, I will have to pick someone else. But yeah, just keep an eye, guys. Keep an eye out, guys, for the next stream. Should be coming tomorrow evening, potentially. 2 streams in 2 days, man. This is the bridge leading over the taxiway. Obviously, one of the more sort of famous parts, I guess. I don't know if they say the famous part of Gatwick, but it's mapped up until sort of here, kind of a blank wall. That is a serious set of escalators. Wow. Anyone in the comments that's been up into the sky bridge here at Gatwick will be able to tell me if that's the monster set of escalators that you have to come up. They actually remind me of the escalators in the Prague metro system. I believe the other metro systems around around Europe also boast escalators that steep. But yeah, this is the bridge. I mean, obviously, Manchester Airport has some landside bridges that you can go across. Not as spectacular as this, but I'll just show you what it looks like at night time. It's pretty damn good as well. Really, really nice. I mean, again, night lighting has always been very, very good on iniBuilds. I think for me, not so much the airport. The airport was great, but the Dubai landmarks that they included in the Dubai airport enhanced. Some of the lighting on that was fantastic. And again, in here, it's really, really nice as well. We're not completely at the dead of night, but we are. We take that down a bit there. You can see what it looks like. Really, really nice again. And again, you can get a glimpse of the airport here, illuminated. Very realistic night lighting and what you would expect to see. Really, really nice, actually. And then we'll go through the terminal here, so the pier at the end of the bridge. Ian, possibly, mate. I mean, I'm still experimenting on things to do with the channel and kind of just adding what I can, really. But yeah, possibly. Certainly some live stream flights in general aviation aircraft, definitely. That is on the radar. No pun intended. This Pret is fantastic at night. Look at this, guys. The night lighting in this part is just fantastic. And again, I haven't personally been to Gatwick, so I'm taking anyone who's been to Gatwick Airport and seen this for real. Yeah, the tints in the windows really are nice, yeah, because there's been sort of add-ons before where I've seen the glass not really acting like glass should. It appeared to be a network. Dude, you're just all in with the jokes, man. But yeah, there's the escalators up to the bridge, up to the pier, and this is just a small section. It's not a very, very long pier. But again, the branding's on point, the posters, there's those infamous "can you fit your bag in there?" which I might have to do on Monday. These dudes here having a bit of a chat and a coffee. I'll show you there's also a static passenger model here, and he's walking along with his wife with a cuppa. Look at that. Looking out onto the apron there. That's really nice. The tints of the windows up here as well, and the reflections as well, spot on. What we'll do is, guys, we'll head outside. We will take a look at the rest here because we've got some cargo buildings. We've got the Boeing hangar, which is bloody gorgeous. We've still got about half an hour or so until we kind of wind things up as well. I spent too much time in the Coston South terminal. Wow, okay. Let's get the sun back up just for a tiny bit, because I do need to show you the Boeing hangar at night. So in this area now, we've got a couple of, I think, EasyJet branded hangars, a lot of cargo hangars. The buildings over here, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but probably sort of going towards the original Gatwick, because we do have the older control tower there, fully modelled, very, very nicely done as well. A lot of remote stands as well. And again, they've gone all out on the car parking situation on this scenery. It is spectacular. I notice it does stutter around this area, but I think it's just because this feels, again, a lot denser around this area. There's a lot more ground clutter. Again, ground clutter, vehicles and people you can tick, you can toggle off and on in the ini manager. You've also got the entrance. Again, this is not something I saw before on my first look around, even though I spent a good 3 hours here. Signage is nicely weathered. Everything's detailed. Look at that. You can see the keypad. Oh, hang on, what's happening there? Look at that. That's a ghost sign. Unless that's what it looks like and it's actually kind of like a sheet of see-through glass maybe, and they've printed it on there, but I think that's just a glitch if I'm going to be totally honest. Really, really nice. You can just see the Boeing hangar off on the top there. That also looks the same as well. It looks like a kind of, I don't know, some kind of graphical glitch. I don't think that's supposed to happen, guys. But even in here, the parallax effect in here, in fact, that might, no, that's not. That's a parallax effect, but it's really, really nice. The cones here are doing it as well. Nice to see you, Kyle. Another mod for the channel, guys. Just some local guys, likes of Alex and Mike and Kyle, helping the channel out whenever they can. Again, another local real aviation spotter. Nothing to do with flight simulation at all, but definitely some recommended channels to go and follow, guys, if you are interested in that kind of content, if you are into real world aviation. So please go and show Kyle some love. These guys are a great help when they can, same as myself. We all chip in together when possible, and great old community, whether it's, you know, real world aviation or flight simulation, we all come together, don't we? So, oh, I tell you what, it kind of looks like a barracks where you, that actually could be a thing for dogs, that, couldn't it? Do you think that is an actual thing for dogs, where people keep the dogs? I could be completely wrong here, but it kind of, it's hard to tell actually. I'm not too sure what that is. I would say it kind of gives me the impression of that's where people keep their dogs. Looking at Google Maps, it doesn't tell me what that is, but I'm going to hazard a guess and say that that's what it is. Kyle will be joining us, so fantastic. So Kyle will be there on Monday, and hopefully you guys will be able to see my little face popping out of the EasyJet going along, if they are using runway 27 as departures. So obviously we still haven't looked at the hangars, we still haven't looked at the other side of the airport. What I will do is, though, guys, I will actually try and get the Beyond ATC to work so I can show you the aircraft and see if any use the other runway, which, again, as mentioned, I think by one of you guys, I think it was Ian, possibly. I am using a rolling cache, yeah. I've used it with or without, and I don't think it's worked. I even upgraded my RAM to 64 gig, and it doesn't seem to work. But as I say, this stuttering wasn't present this morning, and I can tell you that it really wasn't. There was no stuttering. It was very smooth. But keep in mind, OBS is running. I'm live streaming, and NVIDIA Broadcaster kind of to keep me. You know, my background invisible, if you like. That is taking resources as well. No, I haven't gone inside the tower yet. The tower, again, very detailed. We've got the fire station here, a couple of other buildings. Over here in the background is the immigration detention center, I think it said on Google Maps, but all custom 3D models, you know. No, we haven't been. So in the Gatwick Tower, there is a lower section here. Lovely real picture of Gatwick there. The lifts as well. And again, the equipment here in this control tower, probably would say it's the most detailed I've seen in an iniBuilds control tower. The Heathrow one is still kind of my favorite, but this one is nice carpeting textures as well. And then if you go further up, we've got some static people in this one as well, and this particular machine looks like it's dating back to the 1980s or something, but it's very nicely done. This guy's got a plaster on his elbow as well, just so you know. This guy's going on his lunch, he's going home, or I don't know. But yeah, again, nice tint on the windows. Little hatch up into the roof there. And again, rotating antenna radar on the top. So nice little animation there. We've actually got the window cleaning station here as well, so they haven't left that out. All things thought about. And again, at night time, it's very nicely done. I'll show you what it looks like in the night lighting. Again, what you'd expect really from the night lighting. You can actually see, again, something I'd never noticed before, these guys walking along this partial interior. See, there's a lot to spot in it. It's one of those airports that you can look around for ages, and you'll see something new. Again, it's just the little things. I mean, put my teeth in. I kept on seeing screenshots that I took in 2020 and saying, wow, they look still really amazing. And 2020 still looks amazing, but it's just some things that you can see on 2024, like the lighting and the reflections and the sort of the, you know, the bump in texture quality and stuff like that. You know, it's really nice. I'll go back into the night lighting again soon because I want to show you the Boeing hangar, which again is super detailed. For a hangar anyway. You don't get many really detailed hangars. The lawn stuff. So here is the this actual fire station control tower, if you like, has also got an interior as well, and it's again it's very nicely done. No people in here, which is quite concerning with it being the fire station. Maybe they're out on patrol or some kind, but you'd still expect someone to be up here. But again, really, really nice. More ground vehicles. Again, ground vehicles, clutter, everything like that can be turned off in the ini manager. We have actually got an interior to here, and again, didn't actually go inside this. I took a screenshot of this, didn't even notice that the shutters were open on some of them. Really, really nice. And I think you say, I think it's Wobi or Wombi or Wobi Actual, very well known community member and freeware creator, airport creator. He's done a fire engine that you can drive around and that sprays water. So if you're that way inclined, you can go and do some real fire engine ops if you so wish to. And again, all the authentic ground vehicles and equipment is, we talk about it being £27, and that's a lot for a scenery, but it's quite an expansive scenery. And you know, some aircraft don't even cost that much, but it is very, very detailed. I've said it a few times on social media today and other places, but it is, I would say, the best, if not their best work, and probably one of the best scenery add-ons so far in 2024. Just for the sheer, it's not a small airport by all means, but they've managed to just absolutely pack it out. Again, over here we've got the smaller, I think would be the original Gatwick Airport control tower. Very nicely done as well. Got some shuttle vans here. The visual guidance systems as well, I believe work. I should really be doing that, shouldn't I, and showing you guys to see if it does work. We'll have a little go and see if it does work towards the end of the stream, if I remember to. But they're all there. If you're wondering what weather preset I'm on, by the way, because I have had comments in the past, in the last couple of weeks, saying, God, those clouds look really good. They do, they're not too bad. There's a freeware on flightsim.to called Floyd's Weather, or Floyd Weather Preset, and that was a freeware preset pack for Flight Sim 2020, and it works with 2024 now, and it's freeware, and there's a ton of weather presets, and they're absolutely amazing. But again, the visual guidance systems are really, really very, very detailed. God damn. Okay, we are seeing some, you know, pixelated text, but my word, that's fantastic. Again, just a little bit of a shout out. We have a giveaway. So obviously this airport isn't released yet. There is no solid release date on it as of yet. So if you do win tonight, obviously massive well done, but you will have to wait to receive the scenery. To enter the giveaway, you might have seen people answering it already, but just simply answer the motorway that is running from the M25 up to Gatwick Airport, and good luck if you get it correct. There's actually also an interior in here. Now guys, you will have to let me know, because I wasn't aware. Wow, look at this. Again, took a few pictures of this before, didn't notice that half of it is crumbling down. That is very, very nice detail, and actually really, really nice. But there seems to be people working in this one, and I don't know if this is used. Now this uses the same interior as the newer, more modern control tower. But yeah, let me know, because I don't know if this is being used in real life. It certainly looks like it is here. But it's a lovely, lovely, lovely structure. Lovely detailing. This hangar here, not completely 100% sure. I know the EasyJet hangars are just behind here. And I'm not 100% sure what this hangar is, unfortunately. Sorry guys, it doesn't tell me online. There is some branding on it on Google Maps that you can actually see from above, but it's not on here. Yeah, Ian, there's some work gone into it for sure. They've definitely been working on this one for a while, a lot longer than obviously when they first said they were working on it, because when they first said they were working on Gatwick iniBuilds, I was thinking it's going to be a couple of months off, because that's what the kind of overall vibe I was getting was, that they'd only just started it because they were asking people who work there, you know, for some reference photos and stuff like that. That might have just been purely, come and have a look at it, guys. Does this look like, you know, does this look authentic? That might be what they were asking people for, because like I said before, waking up to see an email saying, there you go guys, I was like, fair enough, I'll get on it. But this is the Bowen hangar. Now, some of you guys might know if this is a bit newer, because I think past sort of visions of Gatwick that I've seen, or you know, pictures, it looks brand new, and it's got a fantastic interior in it as well. Very, very stuttery here. We'll say the FPS is taking a hit, but take nothing away, guys. If you want to take some pictures inside a massive Dreamliner or aircraft, it is absolutely incredible hangar, like one of the best I've seen. Definitely one to slot an aircraft into and take some screenshots for sure, because as you'll see at night, it's also pretty good. What I'll do is I'll just take you through some of the lighting, because you can actually see the lighting through the day kind of change position, going through each of the ceiling windows, or you know, skylights, and then that's what it looks like at night time. Really nice. Oh, cheers, Trevor. I mean, again, if I was any good, mate, I'd know this already. I would have spent the last couple of hours looking up on that. But there you go, guys. The Bowen hangar, absolutely amazing, mate. And that is, I think, night lighting at its finest. Not too sure what this kind of bluey hue is here. I think that possibly might be, I don't know, possibly a lighting glitch, but certainly probably wouldn't be happening otherwise. I will take a look and see if the Aviation Museum has been mapped, but let's just have a little look now that we're kind of over on the west side of the airport, what the overall airport looks like at night. And you can see that it's not just one hue, it's not just one shade or, you know, type of light, and you've got really sort of yellowy lights here, some LEDs on this, white light, and it's nice. And again, taxiway and runway lighting for me, really nice. I think one of you guys were asking about the rapid the rapid exit taxiway. Potentially, I think it was November Romeo, possibly this one here. Let's just bring the lights back up. Potentially this one here, and it does seem to have a difference in tarmac or asphalt kind of colouring to indicate that it is a newer one. And again, obviously, this smaller runway is now used as a taxiway. It is a smaller runway as well. But again, you guys were saying that it was just a... That also could be the rapid exit taxiway just there. Again, that seems to be a different kind of colour. Now, let's have a little look. Here is the fire training facility. And again, spot on. A lot of detail. Probably this is where it lacks the most, guys. This is where it's not as detailed, but it still is. Look at the charring and the burn marks all over it. And again, the model is exactly what it looks like at Gatwick. Now, over here is the Aviation Museum, and I don't think it's mapped, unfortunately. It doesn't look like it's included. I think it's this building here. I would say more than likely it is. There's a couple of static aircraft outside, but no, it doesn't seem to be mapped, unfortunately. It would have been nice, actually, with the amount of surrounding buildings we've got landside at the airport here. And also, especially, we have got, you know, this can be used as landings as well. A bit of a shame. Definitely not. Yeah, I mean, I personally would have included it being quite close to the runway, the active runway. I did say I was going to put Beyond ATC on, guys, to see what the traffic would behave like. Now, it'd be interesting to see because Beyond ATC, in my opinion, is the best, better than FSLTL, and obviously I can't really comment on just flight traffic because it's not compatible at all yet with Flight Sim 2024. But it will be interesting to see. Lo and behold, it is downloading an update, usually quite quick, so we will just carry on. Giveaway, going to announce the winner soon, guys, so if you haven't entered yet, please enter the motorway that is adjacent to the airport. It runs from the M25 motorway up to Gatwick, and that is used to enter Gatwick South Terminal. Please pop it into the chat, and you will be entered, and I will draw a winner in about 15 minutes time, guys, because we are approaching the 2-hour mark into the stream, about 2 hours into the stream. And I've showed you quite a lot of the airport, guys. It's just incredible. It's so detailed, and obviously we'll end the stream just by looking at the AI traffic on Beyond ATC going around Gatwick. I also find that Beyond ATC is very good with its stand allocation as well. Certainly FSLTL does get it right sometimes, but you'll have kind of Ryanair at EasyJet gates, and Manchester, for example, you'll have EasyJet and Ryanair at Terminal 2 when that's not the case, and you know, little bits like that. Beyond ATC gets it spot on 99% of the time. But massive thank you to everyone. Thank you to Alex, our mods, Mike, Kyle, Alex. A couple of issues at the start of the stream with I think it was bots, guys. They were just spamming the chat with funny answers to the giveaway, but yeah, not one that I've seen before. But yeah, so obviously it goes out saying this is a 2024 scenery. They haven't said if it's coming out for 2020 yet. I think that the amount of sort of new, you know, techniques and things that are exclusive to 2024 that they probably won't, but we'll see. It'd be a real shame if they didn't try and do that. But before we end the stream, I do want to show you Beyond ATC and how it interacts with this airport, and we will see if aircraft, I think if Beyond ATC is as up to date as it can be, I think it will be taken into consideration that obviously your 26 right and I think it was 05 or 06 left wouldn't be in use. I know FSLTL doesn't work. I've seen them taking off and landing. It was a shambles. It was hilarious watching them this morning. So I have got a SimBrief plan open, just very phone together basic thing. Perfect. So let's see if it does it. You might hear some of the air traffic controllers and stuff. I don't know yet. You might do. But it's very well done on Beyond ATC if you haven't yet seen it or had a go of it. If there's anything in the airport that I haven't looked at, guys, please let me know within the next few minutes, because obviously stream won't be much longer now. Let me know in the comments if there's anything. Here we go. Beyond ATC is kicked in. It is using FSLTL models, although I believe you can tell Beyond ATC to use Just Flight models, I think. Yes, you can. So you can prioritize what the Beyond ATC is using for the traffic. So in the actual options, you can prioritize between FSLTL, AIG, which was one I've used in 2020. You can also toggle use Flight Sim 2024 GA models as well, which is quite interesting. So I'm not too sure if Beyond ATC works in little small aerodromes, so that'll be something I might test within the next couple of weeks. But that's a new option. It says use Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 GA models, so maybe there's some kind of basic general aviation traffic in other airports. But yeah, you can prioritize the models, and when Just Flight's able to work, I might even use, in fact you can actually just use the models, so you don't need the injector or anything. So like the injector for Just Flight models, you won't need it. So if you install Just Flight's models into your community folder, you can actually just use them with Beyond ATC. They are a bit more intensive. FSLTL models are okay. The sounds, I believe, are a bit better, but the Just Flight models are a lot more. They're just nicer, a bit more refined, a lot nicer. But yeah, I am personally not aware of where each aircraft goes. Now for me, there's there's a bit of stutter in there, but I'm going to blame that on everything. Now I've got OBS, NVIDIA Broadcast and Beyond ATC all getting used. FSLTL does seem to inject a lot faster. Well, it gets aircraft moving a lot faster now. It seems to me there's a lot of EasyJets over on the north terminal, with some also on the south terminal as well. So this might not be spot on, guys, but you probably be a better judge of character, because again, this is not a sort of a local airport. I've not even landed or plane spotted in real life here. But it's nice to see that they put some on the remote hangars, the remote stands. I know FSLTL was going mad. It was putting things in front of the hangars, and overall I've got everything set to the density of 9, which 10 is the max, so it seems a bit empty. But is that a Thomas Cook and an XL over there? I hope there's no Thomas Cook. Jesus God. And you will notice there's a Fokker parked up somewhere, but that's mine. That's
This is a basic voice sample. German Male. Lufthansa 253 Super. Identified. Climb to flight level 060.
Oh, you might be able to hear that, guys. That's actually the basic AI traffic voices. But I think that was just a sample, to be honest with you. No, that's my Fokker over there, but you can't. That's over there. Where did you see a Thomas Cook, Ian? Because I'm intrigued now. Got a Lufthansa, Arini. I think that's an Eastern Airways. Tap Air Portugal, a couple of whizzes. Air Europa. I think I went on those guys on like a really blank livery one back in the day. I think to Lanzarote. No, not Lanzarote, it was Mallorca. A couple of Ryanairs over there, but it's funny because the density is set to 9, which this seems quite empty to be 9. FSLTL was set to, I think, around 8 and 9, and it was absolutely mad. But you'll notice nothing's moving at the minute. It does take a tiny bit of time for things to work. Now, I know that FSLTL and Beyond ATC don't work in the Mako simulations Manchester because technically it's not compatible with 2024. They seem to just be there and they don't taxi anywhere, they just disappear. Can you show us the whiz, Brian? Yeah. I mean, these are just basic models, Mike. They're not what you'd expect. I've got the A320 and A321 in the proper aircraft that you can use to fly, obviously, in the simulator, and obviously it's a lot more detailed. So, but that's one of the whizzes. But like I said to before, guys, when you've got the traffic all added in now, you can see how nice it is. Now, what I will do is I'll just open up the Beyond ATC's. It gives you a traffic map for free as well, and if you scroll out you can actually go over to the airport, and you can see all the information. You can click on the call sign and where it's due to go and where it's, you know, what's coming in, for example. So we do have some aircraft on their way in, a couple of EasyJets. We'll keep it going, guys. FSLTLs use real life live thread, doesn't it? I think it can do, but I've noticed some of these people on sort of AI traffic claiming that it's, you know, it's real-time traffic and it matches flight radar 24, and it doesn't. But I know, for example, Beyond ATC does take a tiny bit of time to kind of kick in and things to start moving. FSLTL, on the other hand, this morning when I was taking pictures and screenshots and stuff, things started happening quite quickly, and it kind of does. But again, Beyond ATC seems to be a lot more spot on with its with everything really. It's routing, its takeoff speeds, and kind of where it rotates and where landing aircraft flare and stuff like that. So it is good that Beyond ATC take control of a lot of the aircraft movement. I've noticed FSLTL planes will just run into each other and glitch through each other, and you know, there'll be a lot of runway incursions. There's none of that on Beyond ATC. Well, none that I've seen, but I know that you can have go-arounds and everything on Beyond ATC. That, you know, the air traffic controllers can call all that kind of thing out. But there is some aircraft on coming round for approach, so we'll wait for those guys, and hopefully in that time we will get some departures as well. And I know the departures, they do actually get pushed back. So FSLTL does get pushbacks, but there's no pushback tug, so they're just pushing back on their own, like they're using reverse thrust, like there's some kind of C-17 or something. Last time I used Beyond ATC, they actually had the pushback tugs pushing them back, which was really, really cool, and something that they said they'd update. Oh yeah, look. So it has got AI voices as well. I'll turn that on. This is not something I was gonna do. Colin, I am not using Sim Update 2. I was using Sim Update 1 beta. It was very, very good. I didn't bother with Sim Update, the beta for Sim Update 2 this time round. I've heard mixed things. I've heard loads of people say it's fantastic, and other people say just don't touch it until it's gone public. So I'm just laying off for a while with that, to be honest. We've got a flight out of Heathrow going across somewhere. I don't know if we can spot that. Probably not, but that's going across the airfield somewhere. And then there's a few aeroplanes now making the turn onto their approach. All EasyJets by the look of it. Oh, we've got a Norwegian shuttle and then 2 EasyJets both coming in as well, which is pretty cool. What was I saying before that? Yeah, we have got now. I'm going to just pop into the Just Flight F28 just for a second. Just going to quickly. Why aren't you working, brother? Oh. What's going on? Let's see if we can get the air traffic control voices, because it's pretty good. Even the free versions, the premium voices, the AI premium voices are incredible. They just sound like real air traffic control. Let's have a little gander. Let's see if we can tune into ground, for example, maybe. See if we get any voices come through there, guys. I'm not too sure if we will or not. But in the meantime, let's have a look at these EasyJets landing, and then we will announce the winner, and we will call it a day, guys, because, or we'll call it a night even, because I've got to check if I can get the next live stream set up before I go to sleep tonight. And then I'll see you again tomorrow night. The tomorrow night stream, if it's going ahead, will be at 9 o'clock, guys, and not 8, just due to personal commitments. I can't make it any sooner than 9 o'clock. The stream won't be as long, and it will be an aircraft this time, so it's not going to be an airport, it'll be an aircraft. There will be a giveaway on it, and I'm looking forward to showing you that one as well. Something a bit out of my comfort zone, to be honest with you. It should be nice. It should be really nice. But I will be updating my Discord and obviously social media accounts to make sure everyone's aware of what's going on, because I'm just ironing out some issues that I'm having right at the minute with it, which is a bit of a shame. Hopefully I do get to do it. Can't hear any voices on the air traffic control. Bit of a shame. But there's an EasyJet on approach. Again, massive thank you to everyone who's watched it and kept active in the stream for the over 2 hours now. It's been good. There's our first EasyJet on approach. Nothing has gone out yet, so it's hard to tell whether it's going to abide by the runway rules and whether that works. But yeah, FSLTL, the flares are just, they don't flare. It's very stuttery as well, the aircraft, when you watch them. They're not great, but the effects and everything are spot on. I mean, look, it's very, very jumpy. But you can even see the reverse thrusters as well going out there. Triple 7, unfortunately not, mate. No. I'd like to say I've got a nice little budget behind the channel and I can buy whatever I want, but that is absolutely not true. You know, it's not a 777. It's a general aviation aircraft, but it's still one of the best aircraft that's come to the sim, even in 2020. So if you're into airliners and only fly airliners, then you're probably not gonna.
Easy 72 Charlie Echo, gate 559er, taxi at pilot's discretion.
Not bad at all, that was it.
Gate 559er,
can you hear that, guys?
taxi at my discretion. Easy 72 Charlie Echo.
So that's the ground frequency. I suppose we could actually tune into the tower frequency maybe and see if we can but yeah, if you can hear the voices, guys, let me know. The voices are pretty good, and these are just the basic no-cost ones. You don't have to pay for these. I think you get like 30,000 free credits when you buy initially Beyond ATC, and the premium AI voices are really, really good. Like, they're, for the most part, it's very, very hard to distinguish real voices to the AI ones.
All aircraft be advised information India now current. QNH1022.
Oh, taxi at own discretion means taxiways are not probably set up. Ah, okay. Well, it makes sense because obviously I don't know if that's the other. There's another EasyJet apparently coming in. I don't know where that's got to. Oh, there he is. Not too sure why there's it's dry weather.
41 Delta Alpha. Exit left at Charlie Romeo. Exit left at Charlie Romeo. Easy 41 Delta Alpha.
No worries, mate. No need to say sorry, mate. I understand. So that looks like a A321 EasyJet, actually. Again, you can see kind of stuttering. It mostly does it when I'm moving the camera, but it is stuttery. Now, whether that's LTL models doing that, not too sure. Hard to say. Oh, it did a little slide there. You see a little skidded off the runway. There's no planes that have actually departed yet at all. But I can tell you now, if it was...
EV41 Delta Alpha. Monitor ground 121.805.
If it was going to...
Ground 121.805. Easy 41 Delta Alpha. Bye-bye.
If it wasn't going to work, then the EasyJet
Gatwick Tower, Nordic 1308. ILS runway 08 right.
But yeah, the accents are all pretty spot on.
Nordic 1308. Gatwick Tower. Wind 045 at 7. Runway 08 right. Cleared to land.
But yeah, the premium voices are really, really nice on Beyond
Runway
ATC.
08 right. Cleared to land. Nordic 1308.
And the basic ones are really nice as well, to be fair. Like they're nice enough. But yeah, if there was a problem with departing aircraft or anything, they wouldn't be taxiing right to their stands. Usually you'd know if there's an issue, because they just disappear. The system would just make them disappear and they wouldn't go anywhere. But nothing has actually taxied out to the runway yet. But they go right to the gates and then they don't disappear, so nothing's been pushed back. I'm not going to wait, guys, until something has been pushed back, but you can see Beyond ATC and you can see the airport, you know, with aircraft in it, and it looks really, really nice as well. Right, guys, but they're probably going to start interrupting me.
Gatwick Tower. Easy 9012.
So what I might
ILS runway 08 right.
What I might do is just...
Easy 9012. Gatwick Tower. Continue.
Whether that stays on.
Wilco. Easy 9012.
What I might do is have to do is just turn Beyond ATC off, guys, just so I can announce the winner. But yeah, not too bad of a stream, guys. Really appreciate everyone coming in. It's getting late on now, guys. I need to try and set up the rest of tomorrow's stream. Hopefully that goes ahead and I can give you something else for your collection and give away that particular thing. I don't want to say what it is, just in case obviously people do end up wanting to see it and be part of it. I may have to cancel it. It just depends if I can get it installed, which seems to be a bit of an issue at the minute. But no No, it's actually, I believe it's coming out on Friday, this particular aircraft, and was a 2020 aircraft, so a general aviation aircraft by a particular developer, and they have made it 2024 compatible, and they have been for most of their aircraft for the last couple of months. There's been quite a lot of aircraft they've put into 2024. I'm currently in the middle of doing a video for one of those aircraft, which has been really, really fun. But yeah, let's get a winner sorted for you guys. Let's have a little look at my phone, because I can see Alex has posted me some things on Discord. I appreciate that, Alex, mate. Sorry I didn't look at it. I'm usually always on my phone. Righty, okay. Everyone who's popped into my Discord as well throughout the stream, if you have gone into my Discord, I've just seen a couple of people there, thank you so much. Let's get this winner announced, guys. So remember, guys, I'm going to take you through everything now. So you have to have an email on your YouTube profile. That's how I will click on your name and I get your email and send you an email. You can then take your email off YouTube if you'd like to. That's not a problem. Absolutely not a problem, but just leave it on there until I make initial contact with you, and then we will have a chain of you know, a chain of messages going on email. You will have to have an ini account. Again, if you haven't, it's not going to be an issue. It doesn't take long to set up. And obviously the ini manager software, obviously it is for PC only, makes sense at the minute. Again, the airport will be added to your account once it's released. I don't have a release date. All I know is that it's going to be around £27, £21.99 before tax. Before we announce a winner, sorry to delay it a tiny bit, guys. Take you through a couple of things which I should have done throughout the stream, to be honest with you. Handmade ground textures, bespoke buildings, signage, vegetation, parking barriers, everything we've seen throughout the actual live stream as well. It has got an official GSX profile included in the ini manager, optimized for obviously for 2024. The level of detail, it's all stuff we've seen basically, guys. Again, no date. It's very exciting. It's a very detailed airport. So let's have a little look, guys, and let's have a look. Got quite a few entries this time, so this is probably, I would say, in terms of live streams and my giveaways, this has been the most entries I've had, okay, which is fantastic. Appreciate it so much. You can actually see that on there as well. Quite a lot of entries. For some reason, Alex, yours has gone down as keyword spam for some reason. I don't know if you want to try it again. I don't know if it'll allow it. Not too sure why that's happened, mate. Don't want to mess with too many things, to be very, very honest. Let's have a little look. Okay, it's put you back on there, mate. I will be opening this to moderators, anyone who has got Flight Simulator 2024, guys. So that, I feel like this is a good way to reward moderators. So good luck to everyone, and let's pick a winner. There we go. There's our winner, guys. Marcelo Nayas. I don't know if that's how you say your name. Neas, or again, if I'm saying that wrong, I really apologize. But Marcelo, you have won. Congratulations. If you are alive in the chat, you need to give me some kind of indication that you've seen it, and you will need to pop your email contact that I can email you and start chatting about that prize. So please let me know. I will keep an eye on the chat, but for now, obviously, you need to let me know that you've seen that. Otherwise, I mean, I'll have to redraw it because it's you know, it is reliant on not here. It is reliant. Oh god, I need a drink, guys. Got a frog in my throat. Probably a fly. So wow. I mean, what I will do, guys, is yeah, we won't rush it, Alex. I know you really want to win, mate. Redraw. No, I will give him a bit of time. As I said quite a few times throughout the live stream, you do need to be active. Oh, he's here, guys. Sorry, not sorry. He's a winner. So, Marcelo, you need to pop your email into your. I'll have a little look first just to see if it is on there. So yeah, you'll need to pop your email into your YouTube profile, bud. So you'll need to do that, and you will need to do that as soon as possible, because if you don't, I can't. I'm watching. Yeah, no worries, mate. Hey, don't worry. I did say to people they didn't need to be active in the chat. If you do want to get involved with the giveaway, you have to be active at the end of the stream, or at least, you know, be aware that you're enter the giveaway and stuff like that. You don't need to be active in the chat and chat to people or ask me questions. That's I'm quite a lurker in some channels, so I fully understand. But please do put the best email to get in contact with you on your YouTube profile. So when I click on your name here in the chat, I can go to your profile, and there's no email just yet. You just need to add it in. I'll shoot you an email as soon as possible within the next few days. Remember, the airport isn't out yet, and then we'll get the airport as long as you've got an iniManager account and obviously you're on Flight Sim 2024. Okay, that's everything that I've been through multiple times in the stream. If you haven't got Flight Sim 2024, I will have to draw a new winner, basically. So if you let me know, bud, as soon as possible, let me know if your email's in there, and obviously all the precursors are already done. You've got an iniManager account and you're on Flight Sim 2024. Let me know as soon as possible. Again, massive thank you to everyone, Alex, Plain Spot and Mike, Spotter Kyle, everyone who has been in the chat today, everyone who's got involved in the chat, everyone who's watched and just stayed behind the screen. That's not a problem. Absolutely love it. Again, I am pushing for a live stream tomorrow at 9 o'clock, so just a bit later. The free weather presets, yeah, there's absolutely a load in the Floyd's weather presets. There is absolutely loads. It's insane the amount of weather presets in that pack. But yeah, I am pushing for a live stream tomorrow at an hour later at 9 o'clock. Aircraft giveaway, new 2024 compatible aircraft taken from 2020. Absolutely love it. Gonna do a little flight probably from possibly Liverpool to Barton or Barton to Liverpool, so nice little local one for any local viewers, anyone really, anyone who's into aviation, general aviation, but obviously for the local guys here watching, maybe something like Barton to Howden or Howden to Barton, or so, you know, going around that area. Definitely from Barton would be really, really nice. I was actually saying to the Burn and Blue Designs team they really should do Barton. But yes, there will be a flight. If I can get this live stream up and running, I will know better probably tomorrow morning, because I haven't had any emails back. I've just seen it then. I've had no emails back from my guy sorting that out. There's been no correspondence, but it is obviously later in the evening, so I don't expect that. Hopefully tomorrow morning I'll receive a better understanding of whether I can get this off the road. Off the road. I don't know what the. I'm tired now. I'm tired. Marcelo, mate. I don't know if you're still there. But I need to. There's still no email in your YouTube profile, mate. So if you can get that added, mate, you'll have to do it ASAP. Sorry, because after this stream has gone, there's no way of me contacting you again at all. But I do need to contact you. That does need to be the case. So I need to see. You need to pop your email in there. So yeah, going forward, guys. I'm away next week, so no live streams next week. There should, fingers crossed, be a pre-recorded video. Depends how much of it left I can finish tomorrow, Friday, and possibly spend a hell of a lot of time Friday evening and Sunday, the day before I go away, getting it edited and onto YouTube for you guys. If not, there might be about a 2-week sort of wait delay on video uploads, unfortunately. Yeah, it's getting to around 10:30 now for us, mate, so I understand and I really appreciate it. Yeah, so Gatwick Premium is for Flight Sim 2024 only. They didn't release it on 2020. It's a premium 2024 product. Obviously, it's not an upgrade or enhanced version of any 2020 product. This is obviously a native 2024 release by iniBuilds. So yeah, it will need, you do need to have 2024. Again, all that was made clear throughout the stream. So if we do need to redraw it, we'll redraw it. But Marcelo, please, mate, let us know if you're still in the chat and you're adding your email in, mate, because otherwise I'll have to finish the stream and there's no way I can get in touch with anyone. And obviously we do need to get going with the stream and get it finished, guys, so I can get on with something else as well. Right, guys. So I'll be honest, I'm not too sure if Marcelo is here. I'm gonna give you 5 more minutes, bud, and I think it's within our rights to choose a new winner. Anyone who's still here, because I think most people have probably gone now, and I'm not really seeing any activity on your side, and I'm sorry if I sound a bit pushy on that respect, but I've been as fair as I can. I don't know if everyone else agrees, but yeah. I can't add my email. I mean, there is a way to add your email into YouTube. You need to have a little look up on how to add your email into YouTube, either a profile. As I say, if you can't add it for a reason that you don't want to add it or make it public, then again, this was something I said in the stream earlier on a few times. Actually, I said that this is a precursor. This is required for you to enter. You need to have an email so I can contact you. So if you can't add it for any particular reason that you don't know how to, yeah, you just edit your profile, add it in. Once I've emailed you, I can email you straight away and then you can delete it. That's not a problem. If you don't know how to add it in. Also, if you can confirm, mate, if you do have Flight Sim 2024, please again confirm that, because again, you will need 2024 for it to work. If you haven't got Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, then it's going to be a pretty useless prize. Cheers, Hudson, mate. I appreciate it. Sorry, guys, this has taken a while, but once I cut the stream, there's pretty much no way to keep the conversation going. Right, okay, no worries, buddy. Well, I'll refresh it and I'll... Yeah, so it is there. It is in your description. Okay. That's absolutely fine. I'm going to email you within the next 30 minutes. No worries, Trevor. Thanks for tuning in, mate, and thank you everyone for tuning in. I'm going to send Marcelo an email now. Please reply to that. There's no rush because, again, the airport isn't released yet. But yeah, thank you for everyone. Again, Marcelo, I've got your email now, mate, so feel free to delete it off your profile if you feel comfortable doing that. That's not a problem. And again, guys, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I have had an email back in the meantime about tomorrow's stream, so please, sorry guys. So please, I'm having multiple brain farts now. So yeah, appreciate that. No worries, Marcelo. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks everyone for tuning in. It's been a long one. I am absolutely knackered now. Have a good one, guys. Keep an eye on my Discord and social media, and obviously my YouTube as well for any scheduled live streams. There's one potentially coming tomorrow at 9 o'clock. I'm going to make it happen. Another giveaway, another fantastic add-on as well. This time an aircraft. We're going to do some flying, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon.